Ladies and gentlemen, this is the one, the only, the Azothan, and we are back with more Lordaeron the Foremath. Last we left off, we had found ourselves with a little bit of an issue going on. My game crashed, and we're currently getting everything set back up. Actually, in fact, the only thing we need set back up here is the replay seeker. There we go. Alley-oop. Extend the camera controls. Yes, thank you. And now we're back in the fight. Okay. So, I do want to point out that last we left off, we had a little bit of a problem with our Alliance players. They'd been separated for the most part. Blood Elves had occurred, and they had finally betrayed their... Oh, get off my screen, please. There we go. Turn the volume back up. They had betrayed their team, and for the most part... No, wait, am I right? Oh, yeah, it is Illidari. So they did head into Outland. They allied the Dark Horde. The Dark Horde is no longer allied to the demons. However, the demons, Shadow Council, and Dragonmoth may still have something to say about that. I expect Dragonmoth to go ahead and head down the Twilight's Hammer clan path, but biscuits and gravy tell me otherwise.
I will recapture Illidan or die trying.
Oh, that little ping up here just means that one of these little heroes and events went off and it took them. Alright, so Maiev has now been spawned for our Dalaran player. That means she is now out to capture Illidan. If she can do so, she gets a number of bonuses as well as becoming revivable. She's a pretty strong hero at the end of the day. Right now, though, we actually did not see Capital City go down. There's been a small force, Cult of the Damned, out here. Unable to break the siege, though. I'm wondering where Avo Fellblade was. He's been rolling over everyone who gets in his way. He took over the Sunwell, teleported back to Northern, now he's getting in boats to go to God only knows where. Oh shit, something's happening. From the ruins of their shattered kingdom, the exiled people of Altrak have reformed under a new banner, having turned to thievery and banditry. They call themselves the Syndicate. Oh shit. So, our formerly Shadow Council player has become Alterac. He now gains a number of bases all over the world, one of which being is the Tower of Alterac here in the Alterac Highlands, or the Alterac Mountains, a Durnhold Keep just south of that across the river, and of course across the ocean he also gets a small base where's the hero? Aeldon Proudmoore. Oh, did end up banging heads against Xenonix. Why does Xenonix have that though? Oh, because the elves went to Scourge, he got their boats. I guess they wouldn't keep the boats. I get it. I want to point out, this does leave only Dalaran and the Argent Crusade and Lordaeron on the Alliance team at this point? No, the doors are still... So, actually, the Alliance is still shockingly whole. The Lich King and the Cult of the Damned are going to have to work together to have any chance of breaking them down. Forsaken left, so you didn't really want to play. Right. If I find Voodoo Juju. Yeah, no Voodoo Juju left in the game right now. That doesn't mean that the undead can't use their allies' stuff. It just means that it's less likely to be as effective.
Our forces are under attack.
Sorry about that. Need my camera. I've got my knee right here. Oh crap, already losing some units for free. Xenonix just leaving his army in the path of the undead. I can't really talk all that much shit if you guys just saw my recent live cast. You know, I did that like 6 times. I was like, oh, well, look at that. Oh, well, look at that. If I'd had a regular army, I'd been way more dead. I even had units that could teleport and get away, and I didn't use it as effectively as I could have. Take everything I say with a grain of salt and a dildo in the butt. The last part being the most important. It'll help you see things from my point of view. Up my own ass. I always like that. It's like, I'm trying to see things from your point of view, but I can't get my head that far up my own ass. Frostworm's now breaking up from the main army. Oh my god, 2100 health. I forget what flying siege tanks they are. They're terrifying with the locking down towers. Ugh. Okay. I guess Xenonix has just closed the gate for fun to try to disrupt the enemy armies a little bit more.
Our town is under siege. Our forces are under attack. Our allies' town is under siege.
I always wondered, like, I want to test something right now.
Under siege.
I want to test something.
Our forces are under attack. Our town is under siege. Our town is under siege.
Okay, oh well, I was hoping that I could get it to not have those black bars, but as of right now, there's going to be a... Holy crap! I just want to point out how important that this tower really is, this Dragon Maw breath cannon. Oh, Jesus. What has happened? Lord have mercy, something terrible went wrong there. Okay, let's go back here and check out Dragon Maw port. As you can see, the Dragon's breath cannon on top is so important, and it's shown in the fact that he's willing to make this many improved watchtowers just to protect it. Now, he needs to build more in the back, because that's where it could really, really, really get aimed, but, I mean, he's trying, and that's important. Right now, Altrak's starting to clash with Avo Fellblade. 3-4 upgrades for our undead player, and Altrak at 0-0, most likely having invested almost entirely in his casters in the early game, and now switching over to a race that does not have that much casters. It's one of the things you're like, oh yeah, I can switch to Alliance, but it's not as effective.
Our forces are under attack. Our allied town is under siege. Our town is under siege.
Oh, yeah, shall we do a duel of identify? Stay a while and listen. Stay a while and listen. Oh, Leia. I remember when people would listen to me.
Forces are under attack.
Poppycock, a purple socket meat helmet. +5 to endurance. Xenonic seems extremely upset about something. Let's go see where his army is and where he's pissed. Oh, he's so pissed. Making a hero immune to healing was a good idea. Oh, is it Antonidas? Is Antonidas immune, so now he can't be healed? That would suck. It would be very beneficial, but you'd have to be very carefully. And Xenonix is saying, you can't make it non-healable and non-revivable. That's such a dick move. I guess you're going to have to find yourself a well of healing and just park your fat, happy ass next to that, aren't you? What now, boy? Something we haven't checked up on in a while is the Fell Horde and Blood Elves having taken... Oh, sorry. Fell Horde and Illidari having taken over Outland are now actually sitting just outside of the Dark Portal. Let's try my rotate. There it is. Look at the rotate. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. You know you want it. Try it. Eat it. Have it.
Are under attack.
It's beautiful, you know it. Anyway, moving on. Heading back up north. The undead did try to head down south. Arthas and Garithos trying... Oh, bad... I was going to say bad time to make a stand, but actually gets all up in Putris's face and starts to do some serious damage to this hero squad. However, some serious done to him as well. Holy crap, what hit him? Avo Fellblade with Darkfell and Blood Knights now crushing the enemy, trying to kill Arthas, and I think... Oh my god, Arthas, come on, dude. You're already low. It's too close. You can't play like that. Galen Trollbane, Arthas, and Garithos do make it out. Just barely, though, I want to point out. And as the undead move back up north, I don't think there's any doubt that they're going to have Capital City in just a minute or two. Yep, Holy in their hands, and now with 3-4 upgrades still. What's his range at? 2-4, Siege 2. Alterac parked outside of Anderhall. Let's try to see if he's being flanked by anything. I doubt it. Nope, he's pretty much in the clear. It'll be just him, Dark Green. And seriously, though, they should utilize Voodoo Juju. If they're going to, now's a good time.
Town is under siege.
The Drenner Rift, it's a terrible sound. Ah, someone was doing it on purpose. I get it. Someone was being an asshole.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Dalaran and Argent Crusade parked just outside, well, Dalaran. Alright, finally we're going to see a little bit of movement on the Fell Horde and Illidari. They're going to speed it up. I think he was saying, like, you need to go ahead and just speed this next part up. I see maybe why he said that. We're going to follow as... I know, people are like, oh my god, what is going on? It's Warcraft 3. That's how this looks in times 8. Almost always. It's weird. I would look forward to them fixing this and seeing if they can make an actual replay system that isn't based on the units acting out a script, but rather actually having a replay. Actual footage. Again, actual footage. Jesus, I beg of you. Warcraft, Blizzard, actual footage. I'm gonna start posting every single day on Twitter and everything I can find on them. Lich King and the Cult of the Damned are now parked right outside Dalaran. Their alliance is to nobody else but the undead. They control most of northern Lordaeron. They're under assault by Alterac here from behind while attempting to put pressure onto Dalaran. You gotta remember, from their point of view, this looks very scary. Cult of the Damned knows... Oh, okay, actually, Cult of the Damned is attacking Alterac's main base. So Alterac is attacking blue while gray is attacking Alterac, and blue is attacking purple, and purple's killing blue. I really don't think purple and dark green are going to be deterred by a single army. It's just not big enough. He didn't come in with the steamroller effect, and he's sitting on 1,000 gold, so there's not a lot of justification for that at the moment. Down south. Ooh, Donalgast State. Oh, Jesus, sweet Christ above. Slow down the replay and jump back to where you are. Rex 5. Where are the Blood Elves? Because it looks like the Fell Horde alone are trying to take on Donalgast Station, whereas the Blood Elves are still in Outland, apparently heading into a portal that's no longer functional as far as I understand. I think he misclicked, and he thinks his army's on a way that it's not. Or there's some other master plan in his head that I am completely not party to. What do you guys think it is? You guys want to put money on which one it is? Fellsworn are fully upgraded. Fellwalkers being summoned, 0-1 upgrades for piercing magic and defense on them, 1-1 upgrades across the board, 3-6 for our dwarf player. This is going to in no way go in the Fell Horde's favor since he has no ally, maybe if there had been a flank or something, but this is a slaughter otherwise. Then did our orange player... No, I want to point out that Demonesses do possess a seduce ability. Use them on enemy units as often as possible. Things like Bear Warriors, if they don't have resistant skin, it's phenomenal. So just keep that in mind. I want to check back on Dalaran and see how it's going. Seems like a non-existent threat. Avo Fellblade is literally posing no danger. However, Zerafros. He is a little bit of a problem. Once he gets there, blue doesn't have to worry about you losing his important units on the front line. It's just basically like, oh, I'll just keep throwing you my free shit. Yeah, it's not a concern. He's going to summon so many cauldrons and undead, and look at the number of corpses on the ground that blue's not even able to take advantage of because he's mostly upgraded into his attack and stuff, not his casting. And yeah, there's a lot of cannons that are important to move. You have to destroy that cannon before you move in. When your units just start bunching up and getting hit by it on the line, it's disgusting. Still, Tarpaulin, no, he left, that's right. They just towered him up. I keep forgetting that he's not even fucking here. I'm sure the chat has said that a couple times. I'm like, will you please pay attention, dude? Oh, I don't think I will pay attention, dude. Let's get into the combat right now. Go ahead and check out what's on the front lines. Sapphiron floating high above everything, commanding all the Frostworms. The Frostworms are going to be doing a lot of frontline damage, especially to the Knights and the bunched up Sorceresses. They all, like, they're unarmored or they're heavy armored. They're all going to take some heavy damage from those attacks in the first place. You want to limit as much magic damage as you can on the front lines always. If there's something that does a massive amount of magic damage, I don't care what it is, you have to kill it. I just realized my webcam's all jiggity jacked up. There we go. That works. Okay, we now have a red versus blue fight in the chat. If you guys would go ahead and like to participate in that, please do. I believe in you. You ever wonder why we're here? It's a real question, man, isn't it? Is there some god out there with a plan for us? Or is everything just random and chaos? I don't know, man. But sometimes it keeps me up at night. I'm sure I didn't say that exactly right. It's like, what? No, I mean, why are we here? In this canyon? Oh, I knew that. What's all that stuff about God? Huh? Nothing. You want to talk about it? No. But really, though. So, I just want to point out, Undead are not getting into Dalaran. No chance in bloody hell. Yes, this is a phenomenal forward base they have set up. The siege line is great. It looks awesome, but they don't have sustainable energy. They haven't invested in sustainable energy, guys. Basically what I'm saying is they don't have enough summons, they don't have enough meat, too few abominations, not enough reliable hold on the front line to make up for this, and very little aim on things like constructionists and siege engines and things like that. Really needs to be a higher focus. Meantime, dwarves, they're fine. Blood elves, where the fuck? Okay, he finally left Outland. Finally is traveling outside the boundaries of his comfort zone. Meeting up with Rex. Let's see what Rex's money looks like. Oh, 4. That's actually great. That's amazing. Said something as in that's not right. Dalaran was just totally shielded. I'm not saying it wasn't totally shielded. What I'm saying is that overall I've seen very little focus on that. I'm not saying they weren't right that moment. Just overall when I've been watching the fights I did not see them focusing on the siege tanks and other stuff that seemed more threatening. You need to see more AoE stuns like hey, let's all hit this little area. Like tell your buddy, hit necromancers. As soon as we go in, I'm going to stun silence. And then just like let him work around that. You don't have to tell someone everything, but you do have to give them enough information to at least determine whether or not they're intelligent enough to work with or around you. Contribute. Don't over-explain. Don't spend 10 minutes ignoring the fight because you're trying to tell him we're going to fight. What? You get me? I hope. Oh shit, there's 2 purples. That means Xanonix. No. Oh, you guys liar. Soon but never. I want to see where his Alterac units are grouped up. Heroes almost all separated. He has 3 control points versus the Lich King's 23. Jesus. I need an adult and a drink. That's painful to watch. And once more into the... God damn it. Why you do this to me? The fight now going down between the summons of purple, the endless summons of purple, and what seems to be an attempt at an anti-magic shell strategy, but like it's not fully employed across the line. It's good enough to be on the front, but here comes, I think... Oh, never mind. That was a nice summon of units in the back line. Nerubian egg sacks and Nerubian guards will distract. However, I want to point out that there were plenty of units in the back line that were not engaged, so this is not overall a problem. However, the stuns that continue to go down on the front line, opening up this pathway, and if we eventually see dispels intelligently, the undead will figure out the strategy to breaking this. It's going to be dispels, stuns, and extreme damage in localized areas bit by bit. You can't afford to scare them off with AoE spread out damage. It just won't work, not at least in Dalaran itself, in this method. You want to hit the arcane generators first off, and then just start going it now. Again, as soon as purple does lose this choke point, though, you have to put your units in there, and he can AoE it, and suddenly has a very interesting concave here. Maiev even joining in to be a bit more of a melee blockage on the front line for a little bit longer. Don't know how long she's going to last. Already retreating. Smart move by her. And Anubarak's going to leave the Nerubian guards and other undead units in there. Oh, there it is. Alterac. Are they finally allied with them? Soon but never is allied with the Alliance. Hell yeah, boy. And he's going to try to get in here and kill off the siege. Perfect targeting. So much damage potential taken off the field with just that few hits. And now, yes, blue is in, but this fight is not done. There's still units, there's still things here. Purple has how much money? 349, so maybe reinforce? I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life, but yeah, never mind. I think this, if he doesn't reinforce now, the chance is gone. Because OJ distracted. but it's not going to be enough. Ah, that's a nice little model for the Syndicate Bowman. I don't know about you guys, but I like that a lot. Or at least, I guess it's more of the bow is a custom model rather than anything else. It's more like they handed a peasant a custom bow model. And down south, once again, the dwarves are, whoa, heavily pressed by finally the Blood Elves and the Fell Horde at the same time. Let's go ahead and draw the line here. We can see the dwarves are holding these 3 gates, but just barely. Heavily damaged, and the Demon Hunters are now getting on the front lines, metamorphosizing and mana draining the crap out of Yellow's heroes. As soon as all of Yellow's mana is gone, this is kind of over. Tyrion Forge Ring, not enough to hold off this army. It's just not. No, I take it back. The cannon's still there, and he's still getting upgrades for it. It's like a monster truck. What is my opinion of the color green? I like it in nature. I don't like it in my poop. Pretty firm on that. Yeah. Yep, this siege cannon's gonna turn back to fight one more time. If it would actually have been attacking the casters the whole time, I think somebody's butthole would be 6 centimeters wider than it is right now. Maybe not dead, but certainly wider.
Our town is under siege.
Ooh. Alright, and the undead are gonna claim Dalaran. Who gives a hot damn? Call the police and the firemen, I'm too hot. Hot damn. Blue still at 3-4 upgrades, seeming to have mostly focused on unit production and aggression after that initial upgrade period.
Our town is under siege. Our allies' town is under siege. Our forces are under attack.
Saying this yellow is a god, having still had... He's holding Dunelgast Station at 1 hour into the game. This is almost unheard of. He's now he has to face fucking hydras, summoned from the depths of an alien planet. Kill some fucking midgets. And I think that speaks volumes. Also, dark green's here now, and so is apparently purple, because he decided, well, I guess my base is dead, so let's go. Ah, crap. Alright, push back even more now. Horde feeling a little under threat, I have to assume. Have a Fellblade still harassing Northern Lordaeron. I don't think... Let's see what I can see if I go to Arthas. He can't see a lot. Avo Fellblade, of course, they do control most of Lordaeron and Quel'Thalas. Whoa, my god. His army is the one to beat. I just want to point out right now that Avo Fellblade, the Undead, is the army that has to lose this game. 28 control points I feel like we can speed up. A little bit. Say hello, my little friend. Now, that being said, the dwarves pushing into Illidari / Fellhorde territory could get interesting here in a minute, as I don't think... Uh-oh.
So, Warden Shadowsong, you've made it at last.
They've met.
I knew you would.
He says, let me just kill Illidan. Come on. Xenonix really desperately wants to get in Illidan's face. We're going to watch Illidan and Maiev keep a very close eye on each other. Fellsworn, it's going to be nothing but summons from Orange. Easily dispelled. Coilfang Titans are the scary things that Red possesses, along with maybe some slows and sheeps. His hero's Nagentis, I believe, heavy melee hero. He's got at least a stun and a damage reduction, but I've seen him go down so many times. Kael'thas, pretty much as you remember him. Fellstrike, Phoenix, Flamestrike. Ooh, Illidan, Stormrage, immediately taking a massive amount of damage. However, he casts his AoE heal on the army. And they're doing pretty well. They're actually doing really well. If he can get more support from OJ right now, I mean, Jesus Christ, don't look at Avo Fellblade's money. But if Rex 5 reinforces with that 265 and Arthas gives him 3, like just a little bit more. Oh, so much AoE. That's Magni doing his ultimate. So much damage put down amongst the enemy lines. However, Illidan once again using his AoE heal to try to keep the fight going. Dropping down his Fell Infernal there. It's a nice powerful stun. Okay, it's really cool that Illidan just has this like, oh, I get to summon an Infernal whenever the goddamn hell I want. And you saw it take a ton of a huge beating right there. Still alive though at 1800 health and only halfway gone. And Illidan Stormwind is going to keep trying to hold the line. Gotta be careful not to get surrounded or targeted by purple. Could permanently lose him. And again, look, red has no melee heroes. Nagentis is the only one, and of course he dies every goddamn time. He falls on his ass and eats a fat dude. Murden Bronze. Oh, Murden Bronzebeard with an aggressive Thunderbolt takes out Vash. Alright. We can see that Yellow's not sitting on his laurels and just going in there aimlessly. He is in fact targeting and paying attention to what he's doing. Watch out on the front lines though. Skybreaker's so terrifying. 6! It's a fortified flying unit with 17 armor, 2800 health. Come on. Skybreaker's so scary. However, another Abyssal Infernal trumps that. Just like, oh, Illidan can just summon one. It's kind of like the cinematic where it knocks the shit out of that. Once again, though, they will be pushed back. It looks like red and orange nervous, but red leaving too many of his spellbreakers in the front line. Yes, immune to AoE magic damage, invaluable later on in this game. The fact being immune to magic damage and having a decent defense value is way more important than having crazy amounts of health. It's just so true. Fellkeepers, though, he does want to keep fighting here. That's a good point. If he fights within the range of the Fellkeepers, it's so much damage. Look at it. 201 to 215. Don't let him target it down. Get in there and defend him. That's smart. Orange back on the front line now, trying to keep the aggression on as long as the Fellkeepers can support this army, and it'll drop most of these melee units without that much effect. But Illidan goes down. No, Illidan, did he? Rex? Shit, no. Illidan's close. Illidan's very close, and they want to get him. He lost Viridis. He has Terran, who has an AoE healing ability, but not enough mana to support it. Kargath is heavily tanky. Fellkeepers here still doing so much damage, but it's not going to be enough. Smartly soaking it up with Magni, not suffering it on the back lines like riflemen that could easily die. Whew. Okay. I think reds and orange are trying to say they need to run and leave. Terran Gorfiend out in the open, getting targeted. One more hit and he's fucked. Yep, he's dead. Okay, so Terran Gorfiend got killed. That was a nice little snag. I gotta give him credit, and the Infernal doesn't land enough to hit in time or stun anything. It'll do a little damage, I guess, but not enough to stop Magni Bronzebeard from just ignoring it. Now, oh, fuck. Damn it. Alright guys, I think we're going to call this part 2 real quick, and then we'll hop immediately into part 3. But holy crap, basically the undead have gone in through the Dalaran dungeons and entered through the Draenor portal into Outland and are snagging up all of the Blood Elves control points. Zephyr Rose, called to them, already taking over Meru. They're heading into Stonespire Mountains. This is really bad. They're already suffering a defeat on that front, and now they're going to have to deal with this on top of it. And oh my god, tell me Arma's not still here. Armageddon, in fact, activating his Adal event. Putting Adal and the rest of the saved Draenei now back into Outland as well. This is going to be a little ridiculous. And are we seeing teleports? We are. That would probably be Xanonyx on his way. Yeah. Yeah, that would be Xanonyx on his way. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and call this part 2 because what's happening is Outland's about to get really mean. Outland's about to get crazy, bananas difficult. And we're going to enjoy that in part 3. So I'll see you in the next one. Please go check out Lordaeron the Foremath, and if you want to go to makemehost.com, host a game, play a game, you'll find a game list there or the ability to host a game. Send the replays to azothancasts@gmail.com. Please check out brigandshaven.net and give me a like, comment, subscribe because it really helps out. See you guys in the next one. Bye. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one, the only, the Azothan. We are back with more lore on the Foremath. We're doing this live at Twitch. If you'd like to check these out live, please check me out at twitch.tv/Azothan every day, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Standard West Coast time. Anywho, let's get back to the game. This is getting a little crazy. Last we left off, the Illidari and the Fel Horde had betrayed their Legion Masters and gone ahead and formed an alliance. However, suddenly, unexpectedly, a last-ditch force of Alliance members in the form of the Dwarves, Dalaran, and whatever was left of the Elves have showed up and pushed them back into Outland at the exact same time. The Undead who have been steamrolling this entire game just showed back up from the Dalaran dungeons and got really aggressive with them. Alright, done editing scene.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Alright, see you back in 23 minutes, Skillerino. We're gonna watch Blackrock Spire go down, and the undead move into Outland.
Our allies' town is under siege. Our town is under siege. Our forces are under attack. Our allies' town is under siege. Our forces are under attack.
This is really bad. I don't know how or why Dalaran managed to teleport behind. I think it's interesting that light blue, yellow, and purple are going to be duking it out here in Outland with everybody in the world, because every single army of any considerable size is now in this army. Maiev Shadowsong just got fucked up. Okay, so she's dead permanently, unable to do the Illidan event now. And Illidan's walking around with the Eye of Dalaran, the Eye of Sargeras, and the Twin Glaives of Azeroth. He's got 2 eyes. There should be some kind of bonus for having both of those, just for symmetry's sake. I'm just saying. It'd be cool to make up some lore for that. The Eye of Dalaran is actually the Eye of Aman'Thul, and when you carry 2 eyes of Titans, your balls become bigger. And you run into battles you have no chance of winning. However, I do want to point out, yes, he has every chance of winning this 5-6 upgrades for our Lich King player. 2-1 at most that he's fighting here. Woo, Azo Fellblade, calm down. Yeah, I like that we could just kind of watch that occurring over... Oh, I was going to say, I really liked watching it happen. I really like the fact that you can get these Yamajar Ascendants. Very interesting little siege unit that if you can get behind the enemy lines and just start pummeling buildings with. They're dark colored, they're difficult to notice, they're very unassuming, but they have huge amounts of health and defense and do wonderful siege damage. They're phenomenal for going toe-to-toe with things like Dalaran siege golems as well. Now, Cult of the Damned is the one that's moving in on Adal, which I didn't really expect. At least not alone. And Light Blue had way more forces. Did they all die? Teleport in, something. Come on, you've got stuff, places. Oh, Vindicator Marad's running. Blood Elves, oh, okay, this is odd. I don't know. This is a clusterfuck of forces right now. Undead, Alliance, and Blood Elves are all fighting themselves in this fight. This is terrible news for everybody. Kael'thas, actually Blood Elves are positioning themselves mighty well. Dwarves don't seem inclined to retreat, even though it looks like things are getting a little scary. Blue perhaps invested a little bit too heavily and is going to get cut off here by the Fel Horde, although nice targeting on the siege. The meat wagons, again, always a wonderful source of high damage to target down easily. Regardless of its upgrade level, siege weapons will always go down easily. They don't get upgrades from defense, and they almost always have extremely low health, which I think is a pretty fair balance for the amount of damage they can do late game. It's insane. Alright, we're going to speed it up just a little bit.
Allies' town is under siege. Our forces are under attack.
Oh crap, okay. Undead now really chasing everyone out of Outland. Call to the Damned, where are they going? Are they really going to retreat that far?
Are under attack.
Okay, yes, actually they are. He's going, it looks like Gray has a very, very, very terrifying demi-hero group, and it's going to kill Murad. Vindicator Murad, poor guy, he's permanently dead now. Also going to try to target down Arthas. With this much mana regen, this much healing, this much slow, oh, it's such a scary hero group. And he even has Stone Spine to go ahead and do mana burn damage to the heroes. Every time Stone Spine hits them. Or not, he did not actually upgrade that. He chose instead to get the direct damage up attack. Wow, and paying off pretty well, being able to hero target down two relatively tanky heroes like that. It's not a bad investment of time and gold. Let's see how, he's probably sitting on a decent amount. Yeah, never mind, he's got 4,000. What am I talking, sitting here talking about gold? What are we talking, this is fucking, guys, I'm gonna cut this back. No, this is the Undead's game. Come on, you really think, you're gonna tell me there's another fight that's worth watching in this? We're fast forwarding this at ×6 speed until we see the next decent threat. So otherwise, I think it's just gonna be a slaughter. Okay. Alright, so Undead kills off Temple. What next?
Our brethren's town is under attack. Our forces are under attack.
I assume maybe there might be some interesting Undead involvement? The hero squad's running around right now up north trying to kill off things. He's run into the dwarves. Actually, this is kind of cool. Cult of the Damned's trying to take solo 2 races. I'll give him credit. He's giving money to him like, oh, I'm sure that's the problem. He just doesn't have a fucking enough money. Oh, I'm sorry. He said there's a last fight for Ironforge. Okay, so the dwarves are turning back the Cult of the Damned right now. This is a badass dwarf player with 5-6 upgrades, a well-rounded army, finally having gotten his earthen. Look at that. 2,500 health, almost 110 damage per hit, and 30 armor. 30 armor. They'll turn back that fight extremely easily. It's going to change when Avo Fellblade rolls in, though. He may choose not to do that for a while. We'll zoom past up to that again. Keep an eye on Gray because I think he'll be on the front lines of conflict. We'll try to see what his liches look like. 2 piercing magic upgrade and 5-4 upgrades into his melee attack defense respectively. 3-6 upgrades on the Griffin Riders. Oh, now he's seeing what happens when you get slowed down. He's fucked. He loses Dark Conqueror. Oh, he had 5 heroes. Now he only has 3.
Summoning is complete.
I think he lost Baron Rivendare and Dark Dawn 3er.
Our town is under attack.
So Gray can get that hero if the Wretched don't happen, but if the Wretched happen, then he loses that hero and it goes to Light Blue / the Wretched. Okay, speeding up time until the last big fight. Yep, no, dwarves. Okay, look, if the dwarves make a stand here, they die because blue is now arriving. Yep, you're gonna have to retreat. I want to play some Benny Hill music to this. Oh, no aim's going down on Muradin. He does manage to escape with most of the army. However, now Xanonyx is left exposed on the front lines. He gets a lot of these arcane elementals summoned. Gonna buy himself some time, and it looks like there's gonna be at least a fight for Dunalgast Station. He's trying to say, get back into the range of the cannon. We need to retreat. The undead are terrifying. With that many anti-magic shells, yeah, the cannon's really gonna be your only hope. We can see it chunking the army already. Earthen doing a good job, but they're taking a lot of damage already. Heavily wounded, and we can see the back lines also taking a lot of damage for Dirty Harry here. Easily breaking through and spawning a number of Nerubian guards on the back lines. Already able to break the consistency of that front line. I mean, like I said, they wanted to fight here. This is where the original line was, but look how much of the undead army is now back here. All Nerubian guards just flooding in. And I think that's 1,700 health or 1,500 health. 2,000 health fully upgraded Nerubian guards. And there's got to be 20 of them on the front line. 40,000 hit points worth of tanks, and that's not even counting whatever Grey summons. It's not even counting abominations. That's just Nerubian guard. I want to poop. And their army's nothing to sneeze at either. It's 34. They're Alright, so the whole inside of the cannon idea didn't really work out because of the sheer ferocity of a blue attack. The undead are scary. Yeah, he's saying the Scourge can spam for years. Look at their money. 7,500 health. We're really just here for the last fight. This isn't a question of who's going to win. It's a question of when does the undead win. Nice attempt to try to hold them in that choke point. AoEing down. Even dropping a few rune wards. And I don't know, I'm trying to be a little sneaky. Again, the Dwarven Keep Towers that never fell here, I love them. Small force of undead trying to flank, but they're going to get caught in the face. Woo! Okay, it's a little overkill, and I think he might end up hurting his own units if he leaves them there just from AoE. I'm not sure if Yellow's towers can hurt his allies, but it's a good thing to be aware of. What happened to the Fell Horde? Oh no, I mean Alterac. Where the hell is Alterac? Oh, he's there. He just... That's all he has. Alright, so it's really the Undead versus the Alliance, and they're just pushing to take this last little bit of Ironforge. So this is all the Alliance in the world has in the face of the Undead. The Undead have conquered the rest of the world and another. Here comes the first assault. Very nice use of the healing there. He's got Horn of Alterac down on the units nearby. That's coming from our orange player, from Illidan Paranoid, AoE healing them, keeping them regenerating much faster. And there they go, summoning down more Nerubian guards on the front lines. Nice. Arcane Generator will be slowing down anything that does get summoned. However, oh, nice! Targeting down Saffron in the air with all of these cannon towers. The Dwarven cannon towers focusing relentlessly on Saffron and will drive him back off of the front line, trying to keep him from contributing too much, but it does do AoE no matter what. Those Dwarven Siege... Holy shit. What is going on there? Alright. The line holding so far. Let's go ahead and see those health bars. The Undead are still really, really okay, guys. They can afford to spam forever. We can already see reinforcements starting to come in. I don't know how this is gonna go. Alright, first bastion down. Some forces are staying behind to try to do a little bit of damage before the end, but they will retreat.
Our allied town is being attacked. Our allies' hero has been slain.
Hey, nice, Snape. I hope you saved that replay. I'd love to see it. And here comes the final assault, guys, on Ironforge.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Ooh, boy. It's about to get aggressive. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm just... Look at this. The Carrion Beetles, 450 health, 14 armor. There's so many of them. Anubarak has a tiny army on top of his giant army. It's bugs all the way down. Alright, let's go ahead and watch it. This is going to be a tough one. The Alliance is in a phenomenal position, but this is the end. This is all they have.
Job done. Our allied town is being attacked. Job done.
Trying to target down the shield generators. Good idea. Again, the single most important thing to get down when you're attacking a fortified structure is the arcane shield generators. You can't compare anything to having your whole army purged and AoE damaged every second it's near something. It's terrifying. It's one of the best buildings in the entire game, without a doubt. Now, Gray does have his units within range. However, I think there's just enough range. They're still taking damage from something.
Job's done. Job's done. Our allied town is being attacked.
Alright, still sending him in. Still trying to move his riflemen around a lot because clearly it doesn't want them taking too much damage. Rebuilding, or trying to repair an arcane generator. And with the gate long ago destroyed, all they have to do is just wait for the undead to try to push their way into this stronghold.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Ironforge towers, arcane towers, Dwarven Keep towers. Monsters flying in the air. Oh, they've got bugs and statues and undead dragons in the air. This is terrifying. And cracks starting to appear in the Dwarven offense. Nerubian guards taking damage but not dying before they're able to take down these siege teams. Mortar teams are now taking damage as well. Falstad Wildhammer dropping as much AoE as he can in that breach, but now we can... I think that's Death and Decay or some kind of AoE, but all of these structures are about to go down. Oh no! The whole city block, ladies and gentlemen, no! Oh no! The defenses remain on the western side of Ironforge, but now the enemy's going to have the option to go in. Did drop the riflemen off there, so they can still shoot and fight. But ideally, they'll retreat around back into the center of Ironforge, hang out near Adal, and try to continue the battle. Now, Adal being on the front line might have helped a lot more, considering he has spells and some disruption abilities. But Magnai, the minute steps on the front line, finds himself slowed and assaulted on... Oh my god, he is covered in units. Look at him standing at the gate. Literally dragons above him. Everything in the world wants to kill him. And, oh, he backed up. He ran away. Okay, hey buddy, that was smart. I'm not gonna lie, but you ruined my monologue. And here come the undead storming to Dalaran. A few mages have barricaded themselves behind the Dwarven Keep towers, but very quickly overwhelmed by the siege damage and AoE from the Frostworms. Oh my god, Saffron's so powerful. Jesus. It's terrifying. What is going on? I'm not damp at all, Daddy. This train is leaving soon. Yeah, I'd say that's a death right there. Whoa! What the fuck? New Dalaran's flying around? I didn't... What? No. Come on, that's a thing now? New Dalaran and... He said the train's leaving the station. He did. Okay, I didn't know it could Naxxramas itself out like that. That's super baller. Yeah, just move along. Just don't worry about me being chased by a number of undead monstrosities, but you don't worry about me. That's just how life is sometimes. Like a box of chocolates. Like a box of undead flying fucking chocolates. Okay. I think that's it. Okay, so they said we could skip the last bit. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. That is the undead victory with Dalaran flying off. I was informed that that is, in fact, the last fight. Hope you liked the Siege of Ironforge. Please join me for the next one. If you'd like to check out these casts live, come to twitch.tv/Azothan to see the other videos. As always, give me a like, comment, subscribe. Helps out a ton. I'll see you guys in the next one. And before we leave, let's check out my favorite model in the game, Professor Putris. That's right. It's an acolyte riding abomination.